This morning, former First Lady Barbara Bush is being remembered as a fiercely loyal wife and mother, and a leading public servant in her own right. The wife of President George Herbert Walker Bush and the mother of President George W. Bush was 92 when she died at home yesterday.
A family spokesman said on Sunday that Mrs. Bush was in failing health, receiving only comfort care. She had battled congestive heart failure and chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. Mark Strassman is outside the gated community in Houston, where Barbara Bush lived with her husband. Mark, good morning.
Good morning from a somber city. We're standing outside the Bush family's gated community here in Houston, where the former First Lady battled a number of health issues over the years, including a thyroid condition and heart and lung challenges. But right to the end, her family says she was alert, she was chatty, and she was even enjoying her favorite bourbon.
Here's the thing. She had great faith. She truly believes that there's an afterlife, that she'll be wonderfully received in the arms of a loving God, and therefore did not fear death. And as a result of her soul being comforted on the deathbed, my soul is comforted.
Barbara Bush died Tuesday evening, surrounded by family and friends. Former President George H.W. Bush, her husband of 73 years, held her hand throughout the day. Mrs. Bush's body left her family home for the last time in a motorcade later that night. A family spokesman said her husband is broken-hearted but lifted up by his large and supportive family and is determined to be there for them.
The entire country, especially the city of Houston, Texas, is going to be grieving for a long time because she was such a presence.
Neighbor Lindy Nyhouse has been friends with Barbara Bush for decades.
She had a wonderful sense of humor. She was such a lady, just the ultimate lady, and she just was so kind and compassionate. I always think if the world could be full of Barbara Bushes, the world would be a much better place.
Mrs. Bush will be buried at Texas A&M on the grounds of the George H. Bush Presidential Library, next to her daughter Robin, who died when she was a little girl. The funeral service, by invitation only, will be at the Bush family's Episcopal Church here in Houston on Saturday, and the general public can pay its respects at the same church on Friday.
Thank you so much, Mark.